Welcome to another daily roundup of Russian Telegram chatter. Your like and subscribe to my channel would really be appreciated. Subscription is free and it only takes a moment of your time. I monitor and translate Russian Telegram chat channels as a general mood check so you don't have to. Remember, please do your own research and be wary of propaganda and disinformation, which occurs frequently in Russian chat, especially when there is bad news for Russians concerning the country's illegal and genocidal war in Ukraine. The images used in the video are for illustration purposes only. They do not necessarily represent the issues or translations. And finally, please note, the chat is unverified and I do not endorse the views expressed. Right, let's get on with it. World leaders decide not to attend the opening of the BRICS Business Forum, leaving Putin humiliated and embarrassed. Vladimir Putin was the only world leader to speak in person at the plenary session of the BRICS Business Forum. Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed, South African President Cyril Ramaphosa, and Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian recorded video messages that were shown on the screen. By comparison, last year the plenary session of the Business Forum in South Africa was attended by the President of that country, Cyril Ramaphosa, the President of Brazil, Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, and the Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi. Speaking at the end of the panel this year, Putin promised that all the BRICS leaders would be in Russia next week. Very soon, as you know, there will be a meeting with the leaders of all the countries participating in our association, he said. Putin refused to believe that Russia could run out of oil and gas. Russia's energy resources are limitless, Russian President Vladimir Putin told BRICS media representatives on Friday, calling Russia the most reliable source of energy resources for its partners, the main one being China. Chinese partners are happy to buy Russian energy resources, Putin boasted. However, back in 2020, the Accounts Chamber conducted a comprehensive audit of the country's mineral resource base and estimated that, at current production rates, Russia's oil reserves would last for 35 years, and gas reserves for 50 years. However, 2/3 of oil deposits are hard to recover oil, located primarily in the Arctic, about 60%. Russia's prey oil is expensive and unprofitable at low world prices, and it also requires modern technologies, which Russia does not have and is unlikely to ever develop. If we exclude low-profit deposits, the country has enough oil for 10 to 20 years, the joint venture estimated. And then what? We will become a third world country in every respect, including militarily. As for gas, the quality reserves are also significantly lower than the total. Russia to cut cancer spending for the third year in a row, as every ruble must be put to better use fighting Putin's war in Ukraine. Compared to the current year, the project's funding will be reduced by 7.4 billion rubles, or 5.1%. In the 2023 budget, 153.7 billion rubles were allocated for the project, and in 2022, 189.6 billion. Thus, in 3 years, the key oncology project has lost 26% of its funding. The Ministry of Finance complained that many Russians keep their money in cash in dollars and do not take it to the bank. Foreign currency in cash, in which Russians keep their savings, is no longer a safe way to save, said Russian Deputy Finance Minister Alexei Moiseev. According to him, the Americans and the Swiss have allegedly already limited their acceptance of old banknotes, and Europeans who no longer print 500 euro notes can do so too. People still don't want to take money to banks. They want to keep it, as they used to say in the 90s, in a glass jar in the garden, Moiseev complained. Deputy Chairman of Sovcombank Mikhail Avtukov noted that the population has quite a lot of cash currency. According to his estimate, Russians have 24 trillion rubles, or $247 billion in cash currency as of August of this year. That's all for today, folks. Thank you for tuning in. Please remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel. I also leave comments open for feedback, which I really appreciate. You can view my original posts in much more detail on Twitter. Follow me at beefeater_fella. My research threads also include full references and sources to speed up your own research. Did you know that I also provide daily updates and deep dive research videos on a range of interesting subjects, including economics, geopolitics, sanctions, circumventions, fossil fuel updates, and much more? If you are able to support me with a coffee or subscription on Patreon, I do provide links in the description of the video. I really appreciate all the support I can get towards my research, equipment, and publication costs. Thank you. To those who have supported me on Patreon or Buy Me Coffee, you are simply awesome. Your regular support is really appreciated. Remember, folks, the YouTube edition of my Russian Telegram chat translations is released every night at midnight, UK time. Have a great day. I look forward to your next visit.